You are now listening to the Strong Opinions Podcast.
All right, I'm back. I'm back with you guys, man. On the Life is Not Complicated Strong Opinion Podcast. Again, I don't have my man Charles, but I'm recording with Kanei, one of my artists, my favorite artists. Just the flagship of the whole poetry thing. How you doing today?
I'm good. I like the favorite artist thing. That was cute. It was good. But we're going to roll with that. I'm good. It's hot.
Yeah, this Texas, this Houston, you know. Hey.
I've been here 10 years. I'm still not used to it.
I've been here 47. I'm not used to it either. I particularly like cold weather better, man. I'm an East Coast guy. I wasn't born on the East Coast. In the Navy, I was never stationed on the East Coast. But I love the East Coast.
It's cool. Food is better.
Well, I'm not. Hold on. We ain't even gonna get into that.
Okay. But they do make them thick down here, though.
I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna share with y'all what she told me about stuffing a turkey. We're gonna skip that. But how you feeling?
I feel good. I'm busy.
Yeah, that's what we asked for.
Yeah, that's what we asked for, and I'm thankful. You know, busy, show after show after opportunity after opportunity. So it's good.
I love it.
You know,
so
thanks to Mr. Carlos Wallace.
I'll say 3 things we're gonna talk about. I want to talk about your album. I want to talk to you about hosting and working with me on a regular basis. And the last thing, I want to get a little personal and talk to you about your mom.
All right.
She was my favorite before you, but we ain't gonna get into that.
She was trying to get you.
That's all right, man. That's all right. So the album, fellas, just because it's labeled She don't mean you can't listen to it, man. The streaming and the download and the sales have been hot. How you feel about it?
It's surreal. It's crazy. Like, you know, I did it. I put it out. It took me like 9 months to put it out.
Like a baby.
Yeah, like I birthed my baby. Like 9 whole months to put
How old
this
is your
album
daughter?
together.
Your daughter's 25?
My daughter will be 27.
So you got a 27-year-old and a newborn.
Born on Black Friday.
On Black Friday.
So it took me a long time and just putting it together, picking the right picking the right poems and the right music, and I wanted to make sure that it stayed organic and that I didn't do too much music, and I still wanted to be Kanei in it, and then I just wanted people to get to know a little bit more about me that they don't see on stage.
Well, I thought I knew you until I listened to it, and there was things I learned about you, and it's not that I didn't appreciate you before, but I can appreciate you even more now. Because, you know, when you hand delivered it to me, and I said, well, I want to listen to it 5 times.
But what you think about the package? The packaging was cool, right?
It was, everything. Like, the cover, like, everything, the whole concept, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I was extremely impressed.
Thank you.
Extremely impressed. Because, you know, when you produce an album or a project, period, it should be better than whatever is already out.
Right.
You did that, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm proud of it too, because I didn't want it to be too long.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
So it took a lot of thinking and creating, because I was like, I know me. I don't want to listen to a 45 or hour long poetry album.
Right.
You know, poem after poem. I was like, I want it to be short. I want it to be enough that people get enough. They go, oh, when it's over, they be like, oh, damn, I listened to the whole album.
Right.
You know, so that was important to me. So
with all the poems you have, like, how do you narrow that down? You know, we've seen artists that you know, Kanye, I think his thing is just put 7 on an album. And now with the release of Drake, I think he got about 40 songs on the album.
I know, right?
So how do you make that decision and come to that? Like, you know, the song, the tracks you're gonna choose, the poems you're gonna choose, and because you said, like you said, you don't want it to be long. Mm-hmm. So with all you have, how do you pick the hot ones for that?
Well, for me, it was my hot. You know, you had to do your hot stuff. Like, you gotta kind of do one or two of those poems that put you on the map, like that
Favorites.
favorites, because your fans are going to be expecting those two.
Slip Trip.
You know, that had to be on there. Although, like, you know how much I do that poem in my sleep. I can do that poem wherever.
Yeah.
So the rest of the
R.I.P. to the guy that she talking about.
All right.
Whoever that is, he know. Like she said, hey, I write, and he'll know who I'm talking about. Whoever it is will know, without me saying the name.
Hey, it could be anybody.
I know, man.
You know, and I inspire women to let their men know it could be you.
Man. I just hope you ladies don't be using these lines to dish your man, because it ain't right. It ain't right.
It is sometimes. You know, what you gonna do? So I started looking at what I wanted to deliver. So the first thing I did was I came up with the title.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I wanted the album to be about me, but to be about women.
Okay.
So the only thing I could think about is she. Like, not her, not me, but she.
Right.
Because every woman is she.
Right.
You know? So it just happens that I had a poem called She.
Right. Okay.
Or it was called I Am She. And I just cut the I Am off.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to make it she. Shout out to Liro for helping me and create and you know, do the album.
That boy
just gave
that,
he just gave my album so much direction and so much, you know, energy, and you know, it's a great project. So after I picked the poems, I just wanted the poems to be like, I am every girl, you are every woman. We all go through these things in life.
Right.
You know, there's not one woman that has not been affected by a man or been in a relationship that caused them some pain, whether it's their boyfriend, their husband, their brother, their father, you know. But pain is, you know, in relationships, you go through that. That's how you grow. Or hasn't been a woman that is not mad at a dude, or you know, and she want to cuss him out, so I help them do that. Hasn't been a woman that just didn't feel like she was worthy, you know, so you know, you have to do something that empowers them. So that's my crown on piece, you know. And then you can't do anything without God, so I had to have him on, on the album. So it was just picking the things that I wanted women to say, you know what, I am she.
Wow.
You know.
So. Now y'all cause some pain too. Now don't act
no,
like,
I'm not saying that we
act
don't.
Like we the exclusive to delivering pain.
No, I'm just saying
y'all cause some pain too.
Y'all would just act right.
Ain't that something?
Just a little bit.
See, hey, for the listener, the reason I vibe with Kanei so much, because she on a regular, she just like one of the fellas.
Yeah.
Now, but she will call me someday and hello, Lowe's, I'm gonna be a girl today. Okay. Let me reset.
Right, because you know, we talk about real life stuff, and for most things, I do have a male perspective. I don't know how that it maybe it's just I look at things basically 1 + 1 is 2. Yeah. And most women, we get a little convoluted in our thought process because we imbibe emotion.
Y'all will complicate something.
Just a little bit, but I didn't ask you. I can do that for us, right? I can speak for us because I'm one of them.
We got Miracle in the studio over here. Don't you say nothing.
She just looking.
Keep to yourself.
So so I have to call him and tell him that I want to be a girl today because I be in my emotions sometimes.
And I appreciate that. Like it helps me grow too.
All right.
But we're gonna take a quick break, man. Here on the Life's Not Complicated Strong Opinions podcast, and in studio I got my girl Kanei. Man, we're having a good time. Y'all stay with us.
Stay tuned.
The biggest reward for me is how much it has inspired students.
I think something that really opened my eyes was when he said, everybody knows the information in this book already, it just takes a little bit of reminding. And that really opened my eyes to how I perceived the book from there on. So I really think it affected, it was an overall positive impact on my life.
When I visit campuses and classrooms and see the excitement on their face and, of course, overwhelm me with questions, that's my biggest reward. That's what I enjoy the most.
To purchase Life Is Not Complicated You Are or the other 99 times or download the audio versions, please visit carloswallace.com.
We back with you on the Strong Opinions podcast. So I need to ask you something, man. And be honest, don't.
Oh, you don't have to worry.
I told you earlier, you can only do one of three things. You can either hurt my feelings, piss me off, or we'll be happy. It's one of the three.
Well, yeah, we still gonna be cool though.
Absolutely.
Right.
We gonna live on either way.
Either way,
like, I'm used to it. So how is it working with me? How is it working with Sol, working with Carlos? Now, I talk to you almost every day.
Yes, you do.
How is it? What is it like working with me?
In a lot of aspects, it's like working with my dad. Because Carlos can't ever tell you something without, and I love it because he can't ever tell you something and not give you the rationale.
It's gonna be a lesson.
Right. So
I think that's why people, like, I tell people, don't borrow money from me because election gonna come with it.
Right. It's always the order, the direction, right? And then why you need to go into that direction, and then the example. So it's like a storytelling time, completely all the time with Carlos.
Right,
okay,
right.
Because he has to make you, or you have to make him feel like he delivered it and you understood it.
Right.
And the only way he can do that is to connect it to something that he knows that you can relate to.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
true.
he could tell. I call him for one thing, and I'm on the phone for 20 minutes past the thing that I needed to talk about because I had to get all the things connected.
That's what I do.
That's what he does. So business always is appreciated with Carlos. Like, it's like working with my dad because I'm always learning something. But then the business that is delivered, I mean, it don't sound pretty when it come out his mouth sometimes. And in your mind, you're like, oh, he's an ass.
I just want to kill him.
Right. But at the end of the day, this is always true, always 100 with him. He's upfront and honest, and whatever he say he going to do, and whatever's going to be done is going to get done. So I don't have to worry. I guess that's the important part of our relationship, our business relationship, is the worry part. I don't have that with you.
The insurance.
Right. I don't.
Paid.
Yeah, it's paid. Like, that's a good way to put it. The insurance is paid. And I'm like you in a lot of facets when we dealing with anything. It's like, what do you mean I said it wrong? Or what do you mean I didn't say it? I could have said it differently or softly or whatever. It just is what it is, when it's with you. And I appreciate that. Like, if I order my eggs over easy, I want my eggs over easy. I don't want to come out and you bust the yolk. I'm mad now.
Right.
Just give it to me the way I ordered it. So that's the part that I love working about you. Now, are you harsh with your words? Yeah.
Okay. Strong opinion.
Strong opinion. I eat a podcast. But but we adults. If you ask me, and just when you ask Carlos Wallace, be prepared for the answer. But be prepared to learn something.
Yeah.
So.
And I get that a lot, man. People say, man, you just too direct. And I grew up in a time where that, what does that mean?
But you are a lot of fun, though, to work with.
Oh, I can be.
If everybody does what they're supposed to do.
If I like you. If I don't like you, I won't be fun.
If everybody do what they're supposed to do, we laugh at the end. We sit back, we chill, because, the boat is moving in the right direction.
Right.
So, but it's a lot of fun. And I've learned a lot, and it's awesome. And just the resources with Sol. Like, you can't beat the resources. When you pay the insurance, you get the whole policy.
Yeah, you get the whole policy.
As my boyfriend would say, you get all the fixings.
All the fixings. All the fixings. It's amazing as I see your journey as a poet, because what I saw in poetry when I came about was the lack of professionalism and lack of poorly packaging, right? Mm-hmm. So as you take advantages of all the resources of Sol, shout out to Liz with the bio and the write-ups, and you start to see all your things written about you in magazines and on blog sites and things like that, right? those are all resources of soul and,
Right.
and $1 Million Pen Ink. And so to see the other poets go, man, how'd you do that? And it's available, but it's frustrating to me to not see them invest in themselves. You know?
Right, but here's the thing. Like, I really appreciate one of the things you say. You know, the only thing I promise is opportunity.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So, on the people on the outside looking in, it looks like you're doing all of these things, right? Nobody understood the work that it took to get you to do all those things. Meaning, I can't just walk up to anybody, not just Carlos Wallace, to anybody and say, I'm a poet, I want to be famous, and this is what I want to do.
Right.
Okay, well, where's your package?
Well, you're
Where's
at
your
0,
card?
and the famous part is at 10.
Exactly.
What about that 1 through 9?
What about the 1 through 9? And I tell people all the time, I just didn't wake up and was streaming on Tidal.
Right.
I had to get a card. Shout out to Charles Andrews.
Oh,
But-
hey, Charles, even
Just
that's another
Right,
resource in soul with Charles.
Exactly.
With the graphics, the banners, and you know, providing just visual content for your social media. Like all of these things are very important.
And then all the hunger, anybody that was hungry as an artist, you know, when talking to people like you, CEOs of companies, they'll say, you know what? I remember when Kanei first hit the scene, she asked me my advice, and the first thing I told her was, well, do you have a business card that I can give back to you? I said, oh, no, know what? I'll be right back.
They won't
I
get
came
past
back.
that never again.
I came back. I had a card.
Yes.
Then you was like, all right, well, now that you got a card, how are you promoting yourself when you go to your shows? You should get a banner. Boom, I'll be right back. Went to the store, got the banner. Boom. He's like, okay, so now in packaging yourself, okay, so now you got your card, now you got your banner. What are you doing to groom your package? Meaning, now we're talking about your personal image.
Right.
We're talking about your etiquette, the things that you do, the things that you talk about. Are you marketable?
Right.
So then you start doing your research on what it is that you want to do as an artist. So then I came back to you. So now I'm packaged. And then it's like, all right, well, you got everything. You don't have no product.
Right.
And I was like,
We'll take care of that.
take care of that.
Soul has resources. For
Exactly.
that.
So then took care of that, and I presented the whole package.
Right.
And people don't realize I'm still at 1 now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
okay, to even get into the door, I needed to have all of this.
Yeah, because it's some things. Shout out to Kimberly on the merchandise.
Yes, shout out to Kim on the merch.
It's certain things about when you come to me, you should already do. You
Right.
know? And I tell some people, it's not even about business, man. It's just about you as a person.
Because you woke up with the talent.
Yeah, you have the talent. So what else are you doing with that? You know, you should already have a website. You should already have business cards.
Shout out to www.kanaipoetry.com.
Yeah, like you should already have those things. And I can come in and say, this is what you need to do to your website to make it bigger. This is what you need to do with those business cards to make them more attractive. And okay, you got one banner, it's kind of stagnant. Here's another banner you should do with these things on it. You know, Charles just made you one with your Pandora channel, Tidal and iTunes and all that. Like, because you didn't have a banner that said all this stuff.
Exactly.
So it's still a continuous growth, but I have to see that you understand that before I can even talk to you about
exactly.
that.
So, and it's the tutelage. Now, the information that you're giving to me, I have to be willing to do something with it.
Correct.
And once you see that person doing the things that you advise them to do,
I'm gonna go harder.
you go harder.
You're not gonna outwork me.
Exactly.
I
So that's
won't allow
why listen. You told me to do 2 things today. It's already almost done.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you just mentioned it. You didn't say do it. You
That's
just
true.
said, are you?
Yeah.
And then usually when Carlos says, are you? That means you should have
Go
done
check
that.
it out.
But I'm just saying.
Which brings me to this: like, it was easy for me to work with you as opposed to some other artists because you were in a business setting, so you kind of already had that structure, right? So we just bringing that to poetry and performance. So when I say, look, here's some check marks that you should, go down the list and check them off. And you go, okay. And I was like, it can't be this. I'm calling Charles on the. Now, I talk to you every day. I talk to Charles 10 or 12 times a day. And I was like, man, this can't be this simple with Kanei. It can't be this simple. It has to be a trick somewhere. And he's like, I don't know, Doc. She called me up, said she need a banner. I sent her approved. She paid. Boom. I said, it can't be this easy. It can't be. She light skinned. It can't be this easy.
Oh, look, you know what? Light skin is coming back, I tell you.
Barack gone.
No, Barack is always my president.
Well, I'm rocking with Michelle. She Team Brown. If there was no Michelle, there would be no Barack.
I cannot argue that fact, sir.
Piper, shout out to Piper, said Michelle told Barack, I passed my rush. I didn't see you. Don't make me. We're going to take another break on this Life is Not Complicated Strong Opinion podcast. And when we come back, we're going to get a little personal, man. Come back. Stay with us.
6 speakers, one stage, one mission. Stories of inspiration, transformation, and liberation with one goal. Leading individuals forward every day. Match Theater, October the 6th, 7 p.m. Leading individuals forward every day.
You are now listening to the Strong Opinions podcast.
Okay, we back on the Strong Opinion podcast. So it's the last segment, and I'm gonna get personal now, man. First, I'm gonna say you a sneakerhead just like me. You got the Converse, the old school Dr. J Converse with the matching T-shirt, but you are from Philly, so
yeah, man. I am a sneakerhead. Like I love shoes. I love heels. Y'all know when I'm on stage or I'm out and I'm doing my thing. I got
more than
my
just
heels
red
on.
bottoms, though.
Yeah, more than just red bottoms. I mean, red bottoms ain't what it. You know, it's just a shoe.
All right.
You know, but I had to cop a couple pair just to let because women wear shoes for women.
She said a couple of pair.
You know.
I asked her one time, and I got the truth. I think I said exactly how many pair of red bottoms do you have? And I think the answer was 11, 12, 13. Who? I could sell those and give me a car.
You know.
Don't fight me. Don't.
You pick and choose this. I do. I have several. I'm not gonna say a few because a few is just 3. Several is more than 4.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
I like the luxury things. I work hard.
Yeah. Okay.
So I play hard.
The Dr. J's. Now I'm feeling I like those more than any red bottoms, but you can't show up on stage with them because you've kind of built this following, and people they show up at the Improv.
I know Charles be getting the picture of my shoes, don't he?
Hey, they come to see what you gonna wear.
I think so.
No, I know. I know what the people say. I know what Charles say. It's like, hey, we just come to see what Kanei gonna wear. This month.
I'll be ready for him too.
Yeah. Sometimes I ain't ready, but we ain't gonna get into that. Let's get a little personal, man.
All right. Yeah.
Chester, PA.
Chester, PA. Is where I'm from. Born and raised. Small town outside of Philly. Hood. Real hood. You guys remember the first show?
I love Chester. Get out of there, man. I love Chester.
Yeah, Chester's great. Like, small, everybody, family community. Everybody know somebody. And if you don't know them, you know their mammy. And if you don't know the mammy, you know their daddy.
Facts.
So, one high school.
Yeah. Oh, man. I love Chester, man. When I first met her, for those that don't know, I was an organizer in my previous life. And I was on a campaign once in Philly for 62 days. And I told Kanei, I said I was in Philly for 62 days and I didn't see not one attractive woman. Not that I was there looking for women.
He said it wasn't no pretty girls
from Philly.
Right?
And she said, well, you know me. I said, well, you moved.
Right. So I told all my friends to come out to my show. I was like, I was more concerned about how many pretty girls I had at my show, and not even concerned about the show.
That's true. Cause I was worried, man. I said, this can't be life.
I said, and he said, I ain't seen none. I still ain't seen none. He's like, but your sister's cute. But that don't count. They don't count.
That's same DNA.
And then he was like, well, your mama. We ain't gonna talk about your mama. But my mama was chasing him around that whole place.
Hey, man. Hey, I love your mother, man. So you just recently lost your mom.
I did. I lost my mom to cancer.
So how you holding it together?
How? I don't know. My extended family here. You know, Miracle, my girl Melanie, Cheryl, my man, Greg. He has been.
He a man. This is me and Greg talk about. I swear, when I met that dude, I thought he was my cousin. We hit it off, man.
Remember what you told me when I left though?
Yes,
what kind of text did I get?
Don't mess this up.
Don't mess this up. Not he's a nice guy.
No, don't mess this up.
Or he was like,
don't mess this
don't
up.
Don't mess this up, man.
I like him.
He's good. He's
good dude.
Yeah. I love him. He's all right with me. Just
don't get emotional. Stay with me. So, in your professional life, you're a nurse.
I am.
And you're in charge of a lot of people.
Lots of people.
And you stay on us about the importance of health.
Oh, definitely.
So, a segment I did earlier with Charles and me kind of getting on him off mic about checkups and things like that. So he said, with his health scare, he's like, man, what are we going to talk about this week? I said, we're going to talk about you. Mm-hmm. Because we need to share with other men the importance of health, specifically black men.
Specifically.
I want you to touch on that.
Specifically. We used to not want to go for your checkup. Remember?
Right.
You don't want to go for no physical. I'm good. I'm all right.
Right.
But, research has, proven that going in for your checkup prevents so many bad things. We have our men who don't want to go get their checkups because they have to get the prostates checked. And sometimes men feel like that's threatening their manhood, getting your prostate checked. But you rather have your manhood questioned or not be here today or tomorrow because you just didn't do that one thing.
Right. Early detection.
Early detection is key. Just like for women, it's the same. Men, you have to go to the doctor every year. Mm-hmm. And it's certain things at certain ages that you have no idea that you should have checked.
Right.
Okay? Because around 35,
right,
you should be having your prostate checked. 40, it's time to start having your colon checked and your bowels and your what we like to say, endoscopy exam to make sure.
Big words.
To make sure I'm going. Listen, these are all endoscopy exams. You have to have a colonoscopy. That's making sure that from your rooter to your tutor it's clean. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that there's no polyps or no signs of cancer or bleeding or things like that.
Wow.
And just the food we eat kills our stomachs. We as African Americans, we like spicy foods, we like fat foods, you got to get your cholesterol checked.
Right.
You got to know that your heart and your everything is working in proper order. Mm-hmm. And how do you do that? You can't sit at home just because you breathe air.
No.
You got to go to the guy that went to the school.
That can look on the inside.
Yeah. That can look on the inside.
I mean, because we just had this false thought that if I can't see it, it don't exist.
Because most of the things that kill you, you can't see.
Things you can't see.
Cancer is, I'm telling you, is getting, the numbers are increasing so fast.
Yeah.
And most of it, 80% of it, is from late detection.
Late detection. I lost my father to cancer. I don't know if I told you. A real G. This guy is diagnosed and he smoked cigarettes for 2 months after. He's like, them white folks don't know what I'm talking about. I was like, come on, Daddy.
I know, right?
And then it's, hey, man, everybody got to go when it's their time.
Is it? But listen, everybody does have to go at their time. But enjoy the time.
Enjoy it.
Don't let something that wasn't supposed to take you out take you out. So I encourage people, you can enjoy life. Just do different things. Even Charles was doing the worst with his diet. Mm-hmm. But now that he has to do something about his diet, it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
You miss some of the things you used to, but
of course.
Real talk, do you really miss it?
Right.
It's
not as important.
It's not as important as in staying here because it's some things that need to be done.
Right.
So
that's what's up, man.
But
man, so your mother, like, she played a vital role in your writing and encouraging you. She helped you come about your name, Kanei.
That's it.
So how do you plan to keep moving forward? Now, I mean, she's gonna forever be with you, but
I know my mom was a thug.
No, your mother was a lady.
She was a lady, but she was a thug, and I God bless her soul, I appreciate it. But the things that she taught me in being the woman that she was, she was real. And I think part of me being the poet that I am is because I'm real.
Right.
I'm just going to give it to you. I'll be like, Mom, like, I come downstairs think I'm cute. And she'll be like, take that mess off. That's ugly. What the hell you got on? And I'll be like, you're supposed to be encouraging me.
So how my words hurt you if she was out? You already
because
had
she was a girl and you a guy.
Oh, okay.
So, it just sounds like, your mother could cuss you 3 ways from Sunday and say, don't do it, don't do this, don't do that, and you still go do it, right?
Right.
And your mother can look at you and say, I'm disappointed in you. You'll be like, yeah. Your daddy can walk in that same room and say, I'm disappointed in you. And you lose your marbles.
Destroyed.
You crying.
Because I ain't never cussed you out.
I know, but it is something about that male presence.
It's strong. That
is strong. You know what I'm talking about. You would say the same thing to your daughter, and she's crushed. And that's what Mama said, don't go outside. But you still went.
Right.
And then I come and say, why did you go outside? You crying already. We ain't even said nothing yet. I didn't put out the belt. He didn't do nothing. Right. But just the fact that he's sitting here talking to me, I can feel the disappointment in his voice. And he's just looking at me like, why I got to come talk to you? Didn't your mother tell you to do that?
Didn't your mother tell you?
And I'm like, yeah, but it's not like, and you just say, you went. And I'm crying already. And you like, I didn't say nothing yet.
Right.
Same thing.
I get that. And
that's
I get
what
that
you
from
do.
my daughter, and I don't understand why.
Because it's just, no, everybody's daddy's little girl.
Oh, okay.
Everybody is their father's little girl.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And we want to please you as a single parent. Mm-hmm. My daughter's father wasn't as prevalent as he should have been in her early life. Mm-hmm. But what he said was gold.
Right.
I bought her a pair of Nikes the day before. He buy her a pair of Nikes the next week. They're the only Nikes she wear.
Yeah. Yours still in the box.
Mine's still in the box. But these, my daddy bought me these though. Oh, my daddy coming to get me.
Wow.
Stars in your girl's eyes.
Wow.
And it's the same for you and me. I'll be like, I know we the same age, we've been through the same stuff.
Right.
We colleagues, we peers. But it's something about you. I'll be like, oh, I gotta do that, Carlos. All right, wait, Miracle, shut up. Can't talk to you right now. Carlos got me doing something. Or Carlos told me look into this. Or, I'm constantly doing things because you're proven.
Right.
And
I appreciate that.
Just in my personal life, I thank you just for the support. Like, I'm in Houston by myself.
Yeah.
I have no family.
No, that's not true. You told me that about a year ago.
Yeah.
You called me, I'm a girl today. I said, okay. She said, I've been thinking, I don't have any family here. I said, stop. To hell with that. Yes, you do.
Right. You're right. And
so don't ever let me hear you say that.
But now that I'm here, I've realized that I do have family here.
Right.
And that I do have very special people that have been here and gotten me through this time. And like, one thing for sure, time don't stop.
No.
I can't wake up and tell my boss that I'm crying today. Or that I committed to a show that I can't come today. Those things still had to, and I just pulled it from somewhere. My friends, my families that's here checking on me, making sure I'm eating, getting out the bed. Kanei, what's up? I know. But did you eat today?
Yeah.
And one guy told me, that is the sexiest line, the most romantic line, the most compassionate line you can ever tell someone that you care about them is asking them, did you eat today? Facts.
Well, we're gonna close on that, man. You turning my podcast into this little sexy womanly thing.
It wasn't a sexy womanly thing. It's true.
It's supposed to be strong opinion.
It's strong opinion.
We supposed to be on here pissing people off.
Okay, look. Did you eat today?
Thank y'all for joining us on
Thank you for having me.
Life is Not Complicated Strong Opinion podcast. Kanei, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook, at Lakia Mitchell, Mitchell. But Kanei Poetry, Kanei Poetry. Follow my page. You can check me on the website, mentioned it earlier, KaneiPoetry.com. I am Kanei on Instagram, Kanei Poetry on Twitter. I'm telling you, I'm on everything. I'm doing it. And you also can find me on the Sol-Caritas site. If you would like to book me, please contact Carlos Wallace.
Well, thank you for joining us. I enjoyed having you. I'm going to have
too.
you back, man, because we got so much more to talk about.
I know.
She didn't even talk bad about me, and I appreciate that.
I know. I ain't going to talk bad about him to his face. Ain't that what we do?
So you're going to do an interview with Charles to talk about
That's it.
All right. Signing off on the Life is Not Complicated Strong Opinion podcast. Until next time.
Your opinion matters to us at the Strong Opinions Podcast. To join our email list, please visit carloswallace.com. On Wednesday, July 4th, our nation celebrates Independence Day. There will be fireworks, barbecues, parades, and maybe a day at the beach. It's not always easy to find time to relax and have fun, especially with friends and family. Our days have become an endless cycle of work, errands, parenting, caregiving. The daily grind can wear you out, and it's good to carve out time to decompress, wind down, and for self-care. What a blessing to have the freedom to do so, to wake up every day, go where we want, say what we like, to watch our favorite programs, read a good book, log on to the internet, and opine about any issue on a number of platforms without fear of being punished or having our voices silenced. Even better, the right to cast a vote for whichever candidate we choose. We have a say in a political process that determines who will lead our country. That ballot represents tremendous freedom, and that freedom must not be taken for granted. Take a moment to consider those who live in fear every day, who are fleeing war, violence, human rights violations, and religious persecution, especially those who, in search of the privileges we should hold dear, are detained at the border, separated from their children, unsure if they will ever know a better life, and maybe, just maybe, think of ways we can use that voice to help. Liberty, whether personal, political, or religious, is a hard-won treasure. Our Declaration of Independence did not come easily. It was transcribed by the winds of war, the blood of soldiers, and the strength of a nation. It is only right, then, that we serve up some pride with our potato salad, humility with those hot dogs, and a big helping of appreciation with that warm apple pie. Now that I've probably made you pretty hungry, I leave you with a heartfelt wish for a happy and safe 4th of July.
Majesty.